In this video, we are going to find the symmetric coordinates. Hello, I am Jagan from Grow with Data. I am posting this video to share my knowledge in SQL with you. If this assists you in your interview preparation anyways, I will be happy. Let's see the data set and you can talk about the question in detail. So we are given the table called coordinates and we are having x and y coordinates. So what is the symmetric coordinate? So the two coordinates x1, y1 and x2, y2, if they are called symmetric if this x1 is equal to y2 and x2 is equal to y1, then it's called a symmetric coordinate. The solution we are looking at is among those symmetric coordinates, get those unique coordinates that satisfy the condition x1 is less than or equal to y1. So the conditions we are looking for is 3. One is x1 is equal to y2, second one is x2 is equal to y1, and third one is x1 is less than or equal to y1. Okay, so we have to look for the 3 conditions here. First let's create the table. Okay, and you can comment this out. Okay, so now if you see this two records x1 y1 x2 y2, these are symmetric coordinates. So if you see x1 is greater than equal to y2 and x2 is equal to y1, so this is symmetric. And the third condition is x1 is less than or equal to y1, so both satisfy the condition and we have to find the unique coordinates. So we get 20 20. Okay, if you see the second set 20 21 21 20, so here x1 is equal to y2, x2 equal to y1, but the third condition x1 is less than or equal to y1 satisfies the row 3. So this one don't satisfy, so we get this record and then this is a distinct of this 2 we get 1, and of this 2 we get this, and of this last 2 x1 equal to y2, x2 equal to y1, and the condition satisfies only for the last one, so we get this. So the expected output is going to be 3 records, which is this. Okay, so we have to get 20 21 20 23. Okay, so we have to get this. So how to do it? The condition looks so simple, right? So we just do a self join where x1 equal to y2, x2 equal to y1, and then this 3. Let's see how it works. Select from coordinates c1, we say inner join coordinates c2 on, the condition is x1 equal to c2 dot y and c1 or c2 dot x equal to c1 dot y and c1 dot x less than or equal to c1 dot y. So these are the 3 conditions we have to look for, and then we just say distinct of c1 dot x and then c2 dot x. So this is what our understanding is, and we run it. Yes, we get. So the expected output is the 20. Out of this 2 we got 20 20 and then 20 21 and then 22 23. Yes, we are getting it, but there is a small gap here which we have noticed. This is a duplicate record, right? So for example, if I recreate this, okay, I am just truncating this and I am getting only one record here. We just disable this. Okay, now I am having only one record of 2020, and then let's run the SQL. Truncate, load. See, even after having only one 2020, right? So we have only one 2020. Let me select the table and just show that to you. Select star from coordinates, and then we have our SQL. So if you see this, we have only one 2020, and then we have the third and fourth row, fifth and sixth rows before. Okay, even then this 2020 comes as a coordinate, but you don't have a pair. Why that happens? Because we are doing a self join, and there is no distinct or unique identifier which says this is the first row and this is the second row, right? So there is no way we can say it. We are just saying x1 and x and y, but there is no column which says a unique identifier. Basically, in our previous videos, we just create a sequence number, right? With Windows function and without Windows function, we just do a self join, we just do a count on the first main table, and we get the sequence number. But here we don't have a unique identifier in this table, so it's hard to get a sequence number. Let's see if we can create a sequence number here. Okay, let's recreate this table with the 2020 again. Okay, so we have the 2020 again, and the output is like this. The output is right, but that's not what we are expect. We are expecting this, but that's not the right way, right? It has some gap here. So let's keep this away for now. Let's try to create a sequence number here. So in the previous videos, what we did from self join, right? Coordinates C1, could do a left join because the condition we are going to do might not satisfy for all the records. So we do a left join of coordinates C2 on. So what are the conditions we have? Like C1 dot x should be greater than C2 dot x, or we can just say C1 dot x equal to C2 dot x and C1 dot y is greater than C2 dot y. So if you try it this way, right, we try to get the count of the record C1 dot x, C1 dot y, and then count of, you can say C2 dot x plus C2 dot y. We just do this way as row num. Okay, so we do a self join, and then we just count this. Since we have count as an aggregate function, we just say group by 1 comma 2. Let's do this. Where is it? So row number start 0, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can just say, since it's a left join, we just say 1. Okay, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are skipping the 2 because we have a duplicate here, right? 20 and 20. Since we do a group by, that duplicate 2020 got eliminated. So we can't give away the group by because we have to count the records. So if you do the group by first two columns, then this x and y of 2020, it's going to be missing. So we can't get both the options. Having the group by and the complete duplicate rows can't be achieved using this normal sequence number which we created or which we did in the previous example. So how to address this? So we can't do a sequence number, that's clear. So what we can do is we can achieve this in two ways. So one, we can get the records which are not the same, x and y are not the same, okay, and we can get the records which are having x and y the same and duplicated, right? So what we are doing is, first we can just say yes, select x comma y from COR coordinates where x equal to y group by group by x comma y having count star greater than 1. So if I do this, it will bring me the record with 20, right? Because it is duplicated more than once and it can be a symmetric coordinate, right? So this will achieve for my duplicate records. So after that, I can just say select distinct distinct c1 dot x c1 dot y from coordinates c1 inner join coordinates c2 on whatever the conditions we tried before, c1 dot x equal to c2 dot y and c2 dot x equal to c dot y and here, right? So if I run the second one, it will bring me the, so we just make sure it's less than. If you put equal to, it will bring the 20 again. So instead of x less than or equal to, we just put x less than, so that the duplicate x and y, if it's equal to, the first set will bring in those records. If we have duplicate and x and y are same, the second one, it will bring all the records where x and y are not the same but it has a symmetric coordinate. Okay, so there is no way we can create a row number if the complete rows are duplicated. We can use the variable option, which I am not sure of, so we are skipping that part of it. But with the normal subquery or a CTE function, we can't create a sequence number if the complete rows are duplicated. Okay, so how we can do it in a Windows function? So Windows function, as we did before, we can just say select from coordinates, you just say x comma y row number. We don't have to partition anything and we don't have to order as row num. So if I run this, it will directly give me the sequence number here. So Windows function helps me a lot. So you can use this with all data as, so we can use this as a CTE function. Since we have a unique identifier as row num, we are going to use that as our the identifier for each row. So we just say select from all data the c1 inner join all data c2 on c1 dot x equal to c2 dot y and c2 dot x equal to c1 dot y and c1 dot x is less than or equal to c1 dot y, and the main filter condition is c1 dot row num is not equal to c2 dot row num. We just order by 1 comma 2. The 1 and 2 are c1 dot x c2 dot x. Since we have duplicates like 2020, we just say distinct. When we run it, unknown column, the spelling mistake, c1 in field list, c1 there is a dot. Okay, so we get the 3 records. So the row num makes it so simple to create a unique identifier as a sequence number, and then we can use this condition with the additional filter saying that the row num is not the same. So we eliminate the same rows matching with each other. Okay, so we have some additional data for your practice in the GitHub. Let me show that. So this one we have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 records. If you go to the GitHub page, which is in the YouTube description part, we have more records here. You can use this for your practice, and the sequels are there. Thanks for watching the video. Hope this is helpful. Bye.